This is probably the final John Bonham engine video I'm going to make. There's an exercise which is great to learn the Bonham engine. I've taught it when I've taught students the John Bonham engine. This is what I use. I don't think I've ever made a video on it. But what it is, it's the simulated double bass drum. Okay, like if you listen to the end of Robbery, Assault, and Battery, and after I go to the court of appeal, say you done me wrong, it's the same old song forever. Phil Collins, great drummer, still with us, kicking ass and taking names on this Genesis tour that is coming. The simulated double bass beat, okay? So what happens is we have our right hand is the 1, okay? And that's going with the left foot. Remember when we have our right foot striking the same time as our left foot? That's the engine. And then the bass drum and the left hand alternate. They're on the ands if we're an 8th note fill. Okay? Or the E and the U's if we're in 16th note fill. Okay? So what happens here? So it's like playing. One E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay? So what you can do is just start with your right hand and your right foot, because remember that's always the check valve. When you're learning the Bonham engine, you're starting to come up to speed. Just make sure your right hand and your right leg are alternating. Concentrate on that. So if I go from an open to a closed Bonham engine. Paying attention to your right foot and your right arm alternating. It's very important, okay? So your right arm and your left foot will be the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. And your right foot, again, is on the and. So that's it. So to ease your way into it, forget about, let's say, the left foot for a minute. Just go like this. Play a straight 4/4 beat like this. That does is everything's doing the Bonham engine except the left hand. The left hand is just striking the snare on beats 2 and 4. Again, so the thing is, I mean, now, everybody and their brother in the past 35 years has a double pedal, except me. But what we used to do back in the day to simulate a double bass, you might be like. When the only thing people back in those days did with double basses was just double up the. You know what I'm saying? But you used to kind of do it manually. And again, that's what Phil Collins did at the end of Robbery, Assault, and Battery, off A Trick of the Tail, which is a great record. Trick of the Tail, that's the name of the record too, right? Yes, it is. The record, 1976. Bring the hi-hat in, okay? Remember when your right hand is going, your left foot is going. It's a great way to get acclimated to the Bonham engine. Okay, and what you can do is then occasionally, though, you can do this to get your hand, because what's happening is is when my left hand is striking the snare here, it doesn't happen in Bonham Engineville. My left hand will never strike at the same time as my right hand. But for now, since we're doing 3 out of 4, that's what you do. Watch. Bonham Engine. Simulated double bass. Bonham Engine. Simulated double bass. So if you're gonna sit and go, well, my point is that if you go, you do that little sort of ghost note. That ghost note is in Bonham Engineville. Okay, so this is a great exercise. It really is. The simulated double bass. It gets your 3/4 of your body up and running to where you want to be with the Bonham engine. You end up bringing in a couple ghost notes. 2 out of 3 of those notes are Bonham engine. The backbeat is not. So. Make that third. If you move where the backbeat is with your left hand on the snare into ghost noteville, then the whole thing turns into the Bonham engine. So remember, Bonham didn't invent the engine. Back in the day, like Ginger Baker, all kinds of drummers that did double bass or whatever, when you just had your feet going, if your feet are playing singles, I think eventually what happens if you do it enough for most people, eventually, you know, like when we're, again, as I've said, when we're running and we're walking, you know, when you're out like this, when your right arm is out, your left leg is out. When your left arm is out like this, your right leg is out. That's the whole thing with the Bonham engine. Indeed, a great workout machine. So see my other 975 videos on the Bonham engine. Please subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to hit the notification button. Don't forget I do have Bonzolium 2A drumsticks. My email address is bonzolium@gmail.com. I still have t-shirts and stuff. So bonzolium@gmail.com or any drum questions. Thank you for watching. Don't forget me at PFOZ, People's Front of Zeppelin. The best Led Zeppelin experience there is. Meaning George, Ivan, Pete, and you have Ty singing with them. They kill it. It's unbelievable. And also too, they have. I mean, it's also a great device. I mean, they could play shows, but they could also say, everybody, this is how you do it too. So let's sit and we'll play, all of us. All 5 of us up here, or 4 of us, it'll be the guys. Not us. I mean, I'll be like probably the drum tech or just back mauling the deli tray. Could, you know, stop and play stuff slow, like a symposium. That's what I meant. Like a symposium concert. PFOZ, People's Front of Zeppelin, not to be confused with the Zeppelin People's Front. Remember, Ty Vera has his own channel here on YouTube. Ty Vera. George Flutis has Bonhamology. Okay. And PFOZ, the People's Front of Zeppelin, here on YouTube. Always check out David Ward's channel, Musicians on the Record. Check out Craig Flowers. He's got his channel going. Check out Bonham also, Waltzes. But keep coming back. Check out my videos. Again, my email address is bonzolium@gmail.com if you want some t-shirts or some Bonzolium 2A drumsticks, or just want to chat drums, have any questions about Zeppelin or anything. I also teach lessons, but again, I'm not the technical guru by any stretch. I think I'm a very good. If you're kind of learning coming up in the drum department, I can show you some cool stuff, which are really cool ways of looking at drum stuff. So anyway, that's bonzolium@gmail.com. Thank you for watching, and thank you to all. I'm at almost 60,000 subscribers. Thank you so much to people who have watched this channel for the past 12 or 13 years. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Thank you.